Hi, how's it going? Today I'm gonna talk about intros and codas in Brazilian songs. This subject, it's very ignored from a lot of musicians, and I think most of the people thinks that they will resolve this just rehearsing. And there are a lot of simple solutions to this subject that will help you to play in a clear way the introduction or the end of the songs. This problem, I think it's very common because a lot of people uses the iReal Pro or the real book, and they don't have the introductions of the most of the songs and even the endings. And it's a disaster when you see a band that has a musician that plays the last note, one plays the next last note, and after that the drummer plays the third last note. So let me give you some solutions for these problems, and I hope to help you in this process of playing better Brazilian music. So when you are going to start, I recommend you to research for the original recording or some recordings to know, because sometimes the introduction, it's an important part of the composition. Like I've done a live about some introductions you don't have in the real book, like for example the introduction of Chega de Saudade. This introduction is very important to this song, but there are a lot of songs, like for example O Barquinho, that I don't know if there is an original introduction. So the first thing to do, if you as a pianist want to start, you can take the last four measures and make some cycle of this. Sometimes you can get the last four measures of the song or the eight last measures. And or for example, if the song has after this, the band will know the tempo that you want, the intention that you want to play. You give clear idea of how the song will be. If the song has a strong bass line, if you're playing for example Baião, like O Boto by Tom Jobim. Sorry. It's this, let me reminding another tonight. You can leave the bassist playing it, and you wait 8 measures to enter. You don't need to, when the bassist started to play, you start to play together. No, wait here. Sometimes you can leave the drummer with the bassist playing, and you feel the song, feel the rhythm, and enter, wait your time to enter, alright? Many people think that the music has to sound all the time full, and the music is also made by spaces. So you can take the advantage that somebody's trying to show you an intention, and wait, just wait, alright? So 8 measures before, after you enter, for example. So I can start, and who is hearing has the sensation of the different elements, alright? I think many of people are worried just of playing to put notes, and you can hear the space, you can feel the groove. There was an example of a solo of the pianist Laércio de Freitas, that he expected a lot of measures in a recording, that people, oh, why don't you play it before? I was just hearing the groove. I want to, my audience hears also the groove and feels it. It's not about myself, it's about all the music. So this market in my mind, this is a very interesting idea, and I think the Brazilian music is very based on the groove. So take time to hear it. Leave the audience hearing it, alright? So you're gonna give more value to it. So this is a way to begin. So what else you can say? You can improvise. Sometimes I like also to improvise in a rubato tempo. For example, let me give an example. When I made a little bit of improvising. For example, before doing the original introduction of Água de Beber, before doing this, I can create some environment. I improvise a little bit. This improvise can be long or it can be short. When I'm starting some show, some gig, I used to do more longer introductions for my playing. And when I'm just at the middle of the show, the gig, I play shorter ones. So I give the intention at the end of the rubato. For example, and so I give the assign to the other musicians with the hand, that as everybody will start together with me, and they start. Alright, if you are making this for the first time, maybe your group won't know, but if you start to do this more times, the group will understand your intention of making the band play together. So it's a very interesting way of starting a song also. Alright, sometimes you can give the groove when you have some intention that you want to give to the bassist. You can start the groove in one or two chords, for example. When I see the bassist is going to come 8 or 16 measures after, I change the extension that I'm using at the piano. So I would do this. So the bassist can be free to do the lines he or she wants. This is important because in arrangements that you have some idea of how to play it. Because if you wait just to the drummer and the bassist play together with you, they will probably do something different, very different from what you were thinking before. So try to give the real intention of what you want about the music. I show this, for example, when I want to show some to change the style of some song, or I don't leave the musicians start with me, because I'm giving them, for example, in the song that's it's it's calango style, Brazilian calango style. I like to play in partido alto, that is a kind of samba. So I give the intention first. Why do I think in this way? I didn't have classes, but I played in a place that it was forbidden to leave the drummer make the counting to the play. And at the beginning, when I started playing there, it was very difficult to me, because the song all the times didn't start as I was thinking on it, but playing a lot of days I started to understand this intention, and so the musicians started to respond. Today, when I'm playing my trio, I have a lot of things that I can control, because we play for more time together. So and there are some musicians that are already prepared to understand the signs and to respond at the same in the same level. So it's very interesting to develop this. All right. I think I've talked all about the beginning, the robot introductions, some endings, some introductions showing bass lines, or sometimes giving the bassist and the drummer the opportunity to groove, and you wait for more time, and also during the original introduction, that in many Brazilian songs are very important. Let's talk about endings. In Brazilian music, there are a lot of very interesting and beautiful endings that sometimes people that use the iReal Pro and Real Book, they don't know these endings. So it's important to hear some reference of the song that you're playing. But when you don't have an ending, let me think in one ending. For example, in Wave, when we play Wave here in Brazil, some people use the ending that was played in arrangement of Gal Costa. So you're playing the last chorus. Let me show you. This is an ending that a lot of people use here in Brazil, and it's easy to get the harmony of it. It's in fourths, and sometimes people learn playing. And that I recommend to pianists that when you are doing something counterintuitive chord, you can say the chord to the bassist, because he's or she is gonna not to guess what you are thinking. So when you are doing unpredictable things, just advise the other musician that you are going to do this. This is a coda that some people studied, some people can play together, but there are a lot of situations that people don't know how to end, and this is a common problem. But in this coda I'm showing this coda has something of very intuitive in it, because it has a repeated idea on the melody. So when the musicians hear from the third time, they recognize this strong rhythm, and you can make some sign, and all they are going to play together with you when you want. So this is a way to end songs, improvise some ideas, and when you get a rhythmic and simple idea, you repeat it a few times and you show with your head that you are going to do the finish, and you can change the octave. For example, in the song Amazonas by João Donato, we have this kind of ending. And I can play for the amount of times I want. So when I look in the last time and playing an octave higher, the musicians are going to recognize. This is a very common and simple, and for songs that are rhythmically strong. Alright? There is another way when you have melodies, when you're playing melodies to end the songs, that is making a ralentando with the ideas. You can take a little piece of the melody, let me think, and The Girl from Ipanema. Look to the other musicians. I didn't show the original ending of Garota de Ipanema because I have The Girl from Ipanema, because I have more things to talk about this in other live. But you can do the last phrase of the song in ralentando and show with the head. When you want to give the next chord, for example, you indicate also to all the musicians play together, and you don't hear a mess of people trying to end the song. So this is a way that you resolve the problems of ending songs without rehearsing. Another thing that it's common to use here in Brazilian music, it's some 3 repeat cliché of the last 4 measures. We could use this in jazz also. For example, let me show in and then return. So you end on the 3rd time. Let me show in a situation in Brazilian music. For example, in the song Triste, and you can do different endings for the phrases. And how are these endings? You can do two endings going up and one ending going down, resolving the melody. So you have this in the song Triste. Let me return a little bit. You do one more time. Note that I've done 3 times that it's a cliche. Another important thing is to look to the other musicians and give with the head the intention of ending. So I'm showing with my expression besides showing with the music just. Right? This is very important in the play in group, these signs. Alright? That's why we miss a lot playing in groups through these years, because there is a lot of things that you can do without playing together. What else I can show? We have the same kind of ending in Corcovado, for example. So you have one of them. I'm playing earlier on some chord. I'm sorry. And sometimes after the last chord, or after having stopped the song, I like also to return to the groove. For example, I'm gonna give the example here. And I indicate to keep playing with me, and I give one sign with the head to end the song. So this will be things that if you use them, if you practice them, you're gonna use them naturally, and everybody is gonna start and end the song together. People will think you make some rehearsal, but it's very simple. You just know some basic signs of music talking, music communication of music. So I realized that a lot of people ignore this, and start to pay attention in the gigs you go and see if people has this capability, or if they are all lost when starting or ending one song. Alright? I hope you have helped this. I hope I have helped you with this live. I hope I have helped you in this process of playing Brazilian music. And if I can help with another subject, it will be a pleasure for me to help you. Just send in the comments. You can write direct messages for me on Instagram also, and it will be a pleasure to talk more about Brazilian music and help people playing better and in an authentic way. So, thanks for watching and obrigado. Ciao. Oh,